Hello, beautiful souls, my celestial oracle codes family. This cosmic transmission does carry activation codes and a gentle Reiki current. Okay, so if you watch this, you will receive the activation codes regardless. But to receive the Reiki, just nod your head or say I accept. Okay, so tonight I will be using the Tarot of Dreams. So that's what the book looks like. And that is what the box looks like. And this is what the cards look like. And we threw a story spread from that book. So I really, really like the story spread because it kind of gives us that transformative aspect of our destinies that will help propel us into that higher timeline and address anything that's coming up. This is just kind of to see where we are and just to let those messages flow through from the Most High, your guides, your guardians, my guardians, and the angels of infinite light. Okay, so we are diving into the story spread, and it will reveal the exact chapter of your destiny you are living right now as a collective, and how spirit is guiding you into fulfillment, satisfaction, and divine alignment. So let's go ahead and just reset our central nervous system. Take a deep breath in and receive what resonates as your truth. Okay, as always, take what resonates and lovingly leave the rest for whoever it applies to, because this is a collective message. By no means does every message have to be your message. You don't have to claim anything that you don't desire or resonate with, okay? And once again, if you stay until the end of the video and if you did resonate with the entire thing, then this entire reading was in fact your message. So big blessings there. So let's dive right in. In position number 1, we have the Page of Wands. So the position number 1 is the story. This is the chapter where purpose awakens within you. The Page of Wands is the spark in the beginning, the first heartbeat of a destiny that is just now revealing itself. So your soul is curious, alive, and ready for more. That's what this always signifies with the Page of Wands. And something new is calling you, something aligned with your highest purpose and your creativity and your divine mission. So this is your initiation into a greater story and into your higher timeline. Position number 2, what you think, is the Seven of Wands. Okay, so your mind believes you must stand your ground, protect your energy, and defend what you're building. But Spirit says you're not fighting against life, so you can put the defensive measures and weapons down. You are standing for the life that belongs to you, and no one can take that away from you. So your authenticity is your shield. That's a strong message coming through the guides right now. Position number 3, what you get ahead of you is the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords ahead of you is clarity, new insight, new opportunities, and a new way of seeing your future. This is the universe sharpening your intuition, your discernment, and your ability to move with purpose. So you're about to receive information that changes everything. Be on the lookout. Position number 4, what you feel, is the King of Coins. So always loving when the King of Coins comes up, because this is a level of abundance, stability, and security that I feel like we're all searching for in this world and in this life. So deep inside of you long for stability, security, and abundance that is real and lasting. Your emotional body is ready for success. That's what this means. And you are prepared to be a steward of wealth, prosperity, and grounded blessings. So you feel the future calling you toward expansion in some way or some capacity, whatever that means for you. The 5th position, number 5, is the Death card. So what you deserve. This card shows what you expect on an emotional level. You know emotionally that the old story cannot follow you into the new chapter. We all know that, right? But there's some parts of us that need to be recalibrated, okay, and integrated from the fear, from the worry, from the constant betrayal, from the having to defend ourselves, from the standing our ground, from the protecting ourselves in all circumstances, from the constant attack, judgments, or even narcissists that can show up in our life, or even people who have narcissistic tendencies. We've gone through a lot in this life, and we need to acknowledge, admit, integrate, and accept. In some ways, we need to accept what has happened and just take it for the lessons that that are there. But in other words, we also need to be holding ourselves in this accountable light for the experiences that we've kind of allowed. And a lot of you are like, Samuel, I didn't allow everything that happened to me in my life. Okay, there is an ownership that we have to take of these experiences in our life so that we can empower ourselves to move through the trauma, to move through the pain, to move through the uncertainty, to move through the worry, to move through the fear, and back into the highest timeline and the highest expression of ourselves. So it's just like sometimes we might not want to forgive everyone who's wronged us, but we forgive for ourselves because we're not taking the scars of the past with us into the future. We're not taking the emotional upheaval from last year into the new year. You know what I mean? So we forgive, we don't forget, but we forgive, we understand, we hold ourselves accountable because through this accountability, we have the power to access a better experience in this life and truly align with our fulfillment and our desires. So you know emotionally that the old story cannot follow you into the new chapter. You deserve transformation. You deserve rebirth. You deserve an ending that gives way to a higher beginning. So this is the emotional readiness for metamorphosis. In position number 6, we have the 6 of Swords. You appear to others, or let me just explain to you what position 6 is in the story. Sorry, I always think that people are just, know exactly what these positions are, but no, you do not. So in the story spread, position number 6 is what you tell. This shows how you present yourself to others and how you express yourself. So you appear, what you tell, you appear to others as someone moving toward peace, clarity, and healing, period. That's how you're showing up now for others. People can feel that you are crossing a threshold, in other words, leaving behind what no longer serves and moving towards something divinely aligned. Your energy says, I am transforming and I am not going back. I am not looking for forgiveness and I am not looking for acknowledgement or acceptance, right? I am transforming and I'm not going back. I am stepping into my authority as a sovereign being over my life, over my existence, over my reality, and I'm shaping it choice by choice, okay? Position number 7 stands for what you are, okay? So position number 7, we have the 5 of Wands. And this stands for what you are, the parts of yourself that have been determined by the physical circumstances of your upbringing. Okay, so your upbringing taught you resilience. That's what 5 of Wands means, period. It taught you how to handle the chaos, how to handle the conflict, how to get through those environments where you had to adapt, assert, survive, be flexible, be ingenuitive in some cases, right? You learned to navigate all that chaos, all that conflict, and environments where you had to adapt yourself and assert yourself and survive some of those situations that we knew other people weren't having to go through, right? We knew that the grass was greener somehow on the other side. But Spirit is saying, okay, this was training for your leadership. Your grass is actually greener and more plush and grows more abundantly. So nothing was wasted in your life. Position number 8, we have the 2 of Swords. And position number 8 signifies what you need. This card shows what you feel you need to be happy on a physical level. In other words, what level of physical comfort or security you need, or what level of risk you are willing to take or you just need to take to feel comfortable with where you are in life, okay? So this is what you need. Spirit is saying, and the cards have coming out just really strongly, saying you need stillness, okay? Yeah, you need clarity and time to listen to your inner guidance. This is not a moment for rushed decisions. This is the quiet before the breakthrough, and you are going to receive a breakthrough. So let the answer find you is the message coming from this. So in position number 9, our last position in this story spread is position number 9. This is what you expect. Your expectations for the overall situation at hand and what has gone before you. Also, this shows what your conscious mind or ego expects for your future. So what you expect is the 3 of Cups. Your ego finally accepts joy, celebration, connection, and embodiment, fulfillment. You expect good news. You expect support. You expect love and alignment. And I love that for you. I love that for us, because I feel like on a collective level in humanity, we are all kind of expecting that now. We are expecting things to shift. We are expecting love and alignment. We are expecting support. We are expecting good news in some capacity. This expectation alone shifts your destiny. Just know that. Set those intentions high and understand that the universe is always recalibrating, readjusting, realigning so that it can support whatever those intentions and desires that you're holding on to, that frequency that I've already explained in one of my earlier videos. That frequency is your behavior. That's where you frequent. That's what you're going to do through. That's what you're doing all the time. That's where you're showing up. And that is what you're putting your energy into on a behavioral level. So your behavior is your frequency, your vibration or your energy and motion or emotions are your vibration. And we're being called to hold those vibrations, those emotions in the highest light. How do you hold that in the highest light? Well, one of the hardest things to do when we are being bogged down in the lower paradigm, the dichotomy, or the negative, devilish energies, right? When they approach you with their ignorance or their incompetence and they feel like you somehow are lesser than them, you somehow are lower caliber than them, remember that you are worthy. You are good enough. You are capable. You belong. You are significant. You're so important, so held, so loved. Hold on to that frequency. Hold on to that truth. Hold on to that knowledge. And don't ever let them siphon it off of you. Take their negativity and alchemize it into what I told you last time. Alchemize it into that vacation. Alchemize it into that loving relationship. Alchemize it into that new beginning. Alchemize it into that new business. Alchemize it into that new structure, that new orientation, that new fulfillment in your life. Whatever that means for you, whatever creating the life you love and being the predominant creator in your life means for you. Alchemize their rude behavior, their narcissistic behavior, their unforgivable behavior, okay? That you forgave so that you can move on in your life, right? But alchemize that and turn it into something beautiful for you to share with yourself, with those you love, and with this world abroad, okay? Because you are worth it. And this is the expectation alone that has shifted your destiny, this new level of self-worth that you are embodying. So keep embodying that and keep showing up in those places. Keep living that truth. Keep holding that frequency, meaning keep exuding, keep exemplifying, embodying, keep just experiencing and being and learning and feeling and doing all those things that equal the behaviors that are coming together to create that bandwidth of frequencies or behaviors that are working in conjunction with your new vibration of happiness, of fulfillment, of supportive expectation, of love and alignment, of miracles and magic happening in your life, and let that propel you forward in a way that is singular to you and your experience in this life, okay? because they can't take that away from you. And the easiest way to raise your vibration in situations when they do that is to smile, okay? And hold that for 33 seconds. That master teacher level, wise guru frequency is 33 seconds. Like, you know what I mean? Deliberately smile. And I'm gonna explain something to you. Let's talk about it. When you smile like this, yeah? When you smile, these muscles, all of that took that level of muscles and that level of motor vehicular skills in your face to make that smile, well, it's connected to receptors in your brain and in your central nervous system that release those endorphins, release that serotonin, and actually raise your vibration naturally. That's why it's so hard for you to smile when people are bogging you down with depressing things, with the agitating things, with the irritating things, with their ignorance, with their bullying, with their badgering, with their vindictiveness, with their passive-aggressive behavior, with their judgmentality, okay? That's why you're like, how am I supposed to smile? Samuel, how do I smile through that? Learn to force yourself in those situations, because remember, 64% of what you do and what you are is what the universe is going to reflect back to you. So if you find yourself smiling 64% of the time, then know that experiences that are being reflected back to you, things that are lining up for you, things that are aligning for you, and things that you're being redirected towards are actually going to be the things that effortlessly help you hold that smile, that higher vibration, and that essence of who you truly are in this life and in this world on a soul level, okay? I love you immensely, and that needed to be said. So, our secret message and the last card of this reading, because I know that this has gone a little while, so I'm gonna let you get out of here, right? But the secret message that's coming through is temperance. And temperance as a secret message is a wonderful, beautiful message because it symbolizes divine alchemization. So it really lets me know on some level you're listening, and this is what you're going to do. You're going to temper some things. You're going to get them back in balance. You're going to hold that balance in yourself. And you're going to make sure that this universe renders those rewards that you know you're worthy of and you're good enough for, and that belong to you, right? So I'm going to give you an affirmation that my guides gave to me for this passing full moon, the last super full moon of this year, right? That was in Taurus. And I don't, if you saw my last message that I posted, obviously I talked about the guided meditation that I made on my Reiki Master Samuel Mason Pollard channel, and I left the link in there, and you can use that all year round, actually. But in this 24-hour period, and really in these next 12 hours, I'm gonna say after I post this video, and for that whole window during the full moon, when I posted that video actually on Reiki Master Samuel Mason Pollard, well, that was connected to the portal gateway of that super full moon. And so it has extremely powerful Reiki and activation codes in it. You can use those anytime you desire. It is still potent. Reiki never fades, and it isn't applied or attached to any certain celestial movement or day of the week, okay, or situation or circumstance in life. It is pure universal life force energy. It is divine intelligence. So it knows exactly what you need to heal to get those results that you truly desire in this life. So when I give you those meditations and when I give you Reiki like I'm giving it to you in this reading, just know that it's already upgrading, calibrating, recalibrating, and redirecting your energy in ways that are unblocking you, that are increasing the flow through you, because you are where the flow begins. And as long as things are flowing, just like I said in the Zarabeth spread when we had the element of water come up for the unblocking, well, just like that, when you flow, your life flows. The universe flows with you because you are the focal point, okay? And so remember that, because this world tries to push back like, you're not the center of attention. Oh, yes, you are. Oh, yes, you are. Okay? So, period. So the message that's coming through is Spirit's final word to you is temperance, okay? Your life is being alchemized behind the scenes. Everything is being harmonized, blended, refined, and brought into divine balance. This is your highest timeline stabilizing. So don't have anxiety, don't feel like you're in the pressure cooker, don't feel like things are falling apart, because if things are crumbling, let them crumble and fall away. There's no empty space. The illusion here is time and empty space. In fact, time's not an illusion. Let me say this. Time is not an illusion, because an illusion is something meant to fool your senses, okay? You would need a clock to see time if it was an illusion, because it would already be able to be in your face. You would already be able to see it. Smoke and mirrors are illusions, okay? You can see that. It can fool you. You can't be fooled by time because it truly doesn't exist. Take away all the clocks and you wouldn't even have a concept of time. You know that it's not a construct of your mind. Fear is a construct of your mind, okay? No one had to teach you how to fear. You knew how to be afraid of this being too hot, or jumping off that's too high. I might break my neck. You have that fear already in you. That's a safety from your soul. That's protecting you. So that's already ingrained in you. These are constructs of your mind. Fear is a construct of your mind, not time, okay? If time was a construct of your mind, no one would have had to teach you what time was. You would have already had it as a part of your inherited being, but you did not. Someone had to teach you what a clock was. Someone had to teach you how to tell time. Someone had to give you the increments of time. So that leads me to the next expressed truth about time. Time has different labels of increments because it's a metric. The same way that a ruler has different labels of increments to let you know how much you're measuring, time has different levels of increments to let you know how much time has lapsed, right? So what do we have on a ruler? We have millimeters, we have centimeters, we have inches, we have a yard, we have a foot, we have, miles, we have, you know what I mean? These are metrics that show the distance, that show the length, right? Well, time is the same way. What do we have in time? We have seconds, millimeters. We have minutes, centimeters. We have inches, hours. We have foots, days. We have yardsticks or rulers, maybe weeks. Or not rulers, but yardsticks and meters, weeks, right? We have miles, maybe a mile is a year, right? And these different increments of time are just measurements that we've given our experiences change, right? What does time do for you other than tell you when you need to be prepared for a change? I get to go home at this time. I have to be back at work at that time. I'm going to go to bed at this time. I'm going to get up at that time. We spent this much time there. How much time did this take, right? We want to keep track. So guess what? Without you, time doesn't exist or matter. It's nothing. It needs you to show up and care about it. It needs you to show up and give it some kind of significance. Otherwise, it just doesn't exist. That's why you need a clock to see it and know it, okay? That's why we know that the clock is the illusion. You get rid of the clocks and you get rid of all your fear of time. You can't get rid of fear, right? Because it's a construct of your mind. But you can get rid of time because it doesn't exist. Your changes exist. Your experiences exist. And the allotted amount of time that you've assigned to those changes and experiences are significant because of you. Okay? So this is your highest timeline, for a lack of better words, stabilizing. And what does that timeline mean? Well, that's the ruler or the chronological aspect of your new experiences, right? Your destiny is being shaped by higher hands. Okay, so at that point, we know that time is a metric. It's no different than a measuring cup that has ounces, pounds, cups, 2 cups, 2 weeks, right? 3 cups, 3 weeks, 1 gallon, 1 year. Okay, these are just metrics, ways for us to measure change and ways for us to measure experiences. Okay, and ways for us to keep track of experiences and changes. So you're being prepared for the life that was always meant for you. That's what's coming through in temperance. So what your guides and guardians are asking you, what the Most High needs from you now, is to be patient, is to be open, is to be inspired, and your fulfillment is guaranteed. So I love that. Beautiful, beautiful souls. Beautiful, beautiful spread. Beautiful, beautiful collective. Oracle Codes Collective. I love you. I love you unconditionally. I want the best for you. And I think that that requires us to start looking at these things with spiritual eyes, open spiritual eyes, and using our discernment to know what it is. Okay? Because when we are accountable for our story, for our lives, and we know what it is in truth, then we can make informed decisions that are in our highest expression and of the highest light. Beautiful soul, beautiful, beautiful soul, beautiful, radiant soul. Your story is not just beginning, it is blossoming. This is your moment. This is your chapter, and this is your divine alignment. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. If this message resonated with your spirit, let me know in the comments. I love you eternally, and as always, may your path be blessed, guided, and illuminated. And I'll see you in my next reading.